Thanks for listening to the Strong Back Nation podcast. In this episode, we dive into how technology is making marketing and business automation easier than ever. If you have any marketing questions or need help automating your business, email strongbacknation@gmail.com.
Good morning. Off to another one. So today I wanted to talk about just a few things. I have a couple of thoughts on what I've been working on. And so I think in the past I talked about trying to be efficient with my time because it's just me. And so I wanted to kind of share with you how amazing technology is. So here's what I've been working on. So I started this podcast, I think 2 weeks ago. And so my goal with this podcast is to, share as much as I can with you about what I can bring my background to junk removal, which is marketing, and get as many people in the industry on the podcast, get their expertise, kind of get their insights, what they've done to be successful at it. And so I'm excited. I'm going to have possibly another marketing guy. I haven't had a marketing person on the podcast yet. And he specializes in SEO, that's kind of the area I haven't really focused on. And honestly, I know it's important, but I think it'll be interesting to get his take on things. But today I wanted to talk about the convenience of technology that we have to help us get our brand out there. So it's amazing because even 2 years ago, this podcast, the amount of work it would have taken to get one episode out would have taken so much time. And because of the technology and tools that's out there, it's so much easier. And I'm able to distribute the same amount of information. Or I'm able to, what I mean is, I'm able to record the same amount of information but take a lot less time. So in the past I talked about, being efficient with your tools, with your equipment. So when you're out doing jobs and you have a tarp system that you just push a button and it tarps everything in within 30 seconds versus 20 minutes. That's a huge time saver, and that adds up pretty quick. So with this podcast, and this applies to the same thing with when we're posting on social media, it's so tedious. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to do some research on this, but I'm going to share with you what I've done with the podcast, and then I'm going to share with you kind of my idea of what I'm going to be doing moving forward to get social media out, because that's also another area that I've been slacking a little bit. So with the podcast, what I do is I record an episode, and then what's amazing is I take that file for the video, and if it's a video, I extract it into a audio file, MP3, and then I go to rev.com and it transcribes the entire episode for me, word for word, within minutes. And then what I do with that is I take that and I plug it into ChatGPT and I tell Chat, what should I name this episode? on my hosting provider, what should the title and the description be? And it knows exactly what to name it, because it goes through all the text from the transcription and does a way better job than I could have done, and saves me a ton of time. And then I just look at the title, and if it's good, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's exactly what that episode's about. And the description too. I may have to tweak it a little bit. And then it's done. And then I just upload everything and then schedule it out, and then you're done. Same thing with YouTube. Like, I'll get a YouTube video and ask it what the title and the description should be, and then it provides this amazing title and description, exactly what it needs to be called, and what information it needs to have included in there. And then I schedule that out. It saves a ton of time. So, but that's not all. And this is where it applies, I think, with what we're doing for our business. So when we're posting, so I'm going to do some research, because what I do with the podcast is I have about three interviews and then one video that I did on YouTube. And so, like, a podcast video, like in video format. And so there's a website. There's a bunch of them out there where you log in, and you upload the link. I think the one I use is called Opus Clip something. I don't know the exact what it's called, but you add the link in there, and then it creates like 10 to 20 shorts with the text in there as you're talking. And then you have 2 weeks of posts ready to go with just one recording. So I have, for the next 2 weeks or maybe longer, I have 2 to 3 shorts that I'm going to be posting on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, just all the social platforms. And that'll get pumping out all the social content. So I think one idea is what I could do is I could record a video and talk about how, tailor it to the customers, and just do the same thing. Schedule out all your social media. You'll constantly have social media posts ready to go. What I need to do, though, is I need to do some research on, I know it's out there, just scheduling posts like on Facebook, just, in like your buy-sell trade groups, or see if you can schedule out posts. Just get it scheduled out, because it takes so much time. If you can just hit a button where you tell it where to post, then I don't have to worry about it. Hands off for the month or for the week. So that'll be nice to be able to just automate. If I can automate all this stuff using technology, then you're hands off and you don't have to worry about it, and you're getting all the posts out there. You don't even have to log into each thing. You just hit a button and it gets out there for you. So that's as far as technology goes for that area. The other aspect that I want to focus on is all these. I'm getting tons of leads that because you close, say you close 40 to 50% of the leads that come in. Well, I would really like to have a system where I can follow up, automate the follow-ups, and track everything. So I'm going to look into Go High Level. I've heard that's really good. And it seems really good, because like in the past, I used to automate my marketing with my Facebook clients that I used to have, where a lead would come in, and then the leads would get automations, all these series of emails, and I use ActiveCampaign for that, where you just set up automated triggering events. And so that made it really nice to nurture the leads and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, lead nurturing there's a lot of people getting forgotten because I don't have time to go follow up and check back on how they're doing, if they're able to get helped, or how things went. So I think that's going to be filling in the gaps quite a bit with lead follow-up. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. My plans are I'm going to be doing a lot of research on Go High Level. I used to use ClickFunnels for the lead pages, collecting the leads, but it's been like I've been out of the loop for 4 or 5 years on that, and so and then all of a sudden I'm coming back into it, and then Go High Level exploded. I think it's competitive of ClickFunnels, but they're a little different. They're more tailored for agencies or for they're just a little different. Lead nurturing automations, and not just for yourself, but for different accounts, stuff like that. So I'll be checking that out and see how that goes. But today I pushed harder on marketing. The weather finally cleared up. The snow's melting finally, and I've got 3 jobs on the books today and 3 jobs tomorrow. And then I kind of cut back on the marketing just to conserve on budget, because my schedule filled out quite a bit this week, at least for the next few days. So I'll just cut back a little bit today, maybe tomorrow, and then push the gas pedal a little bit midweek to fill out Thursday, Friday, Saturday to get the schedule filled out. But anyway, that's all I got for today. I just want to show you kind of my plans, the automations, what I'm doing. Oh, another thing with this podcast, what I love is I've produced music just for fun on the side for like on and off for 20 years, maybe longer, since I was like in high school. But I'm pretty excited because I don't really have to. All the episodes that I've done so far, I've recorded new tracks for the intros and stuff. But I have a whole library I can use to choose from of different produced jingles or music that I'll be using. So I'm pretty excited to utilize the music that I've recorded. I've tried to get it out there to be used, but it's just, I don't know, not being utilized as much as I like it to. So I'm excited to be able to actually use it, like all that work that I put in over the years, to have it be useful here. So anyway, that's just another side note of what I'm working on. So all right, well, hopefully you guys are out there crushing it and getting jobs and getting your marketing out there, getting calls, closing jobs, and excited for the spring. I think snow is finally warming up, finally where I'm at, and I'm excited for the next month or two. It's going to be spring season, to the peak spring cleaning season, so I'm going to be getting out there and filling out the schedule as much as I can. Because it's been so snowy and like the weather, I've just been like using my place as a placeholder for a couple of dumps. So I got to load up a lot of stuff and get caught up with the inventory that I have, with donations and with just getting everything kind of where they need to go. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Have a good one.